I saw that you tweeted the other day asking Joe Biden to not get sucked in by Justin Trudeau's position supporting the Keystone Pipeline, a project which Biden promptly canceled. I want to ask you, how does the issue of oil pipelines and international trade relations impact local efforts on climate action? And why should we care here in Windsor, Essex, or elsewhere that Trudeau is supporting oil industry efforts in Alberta while the new US president is canceling such projects?
That's a great question. Yes, I did tweet that. I think I was remarking on the fact that Justin Trudeau, his first sort of communication with the new administration, beyond just sort of a perfunctory congratulations, was to push a pipeline and to stand in the way, really, of climate action south of the border, which is particularly ironic, I think, because something we often hear in Canada from our leaders as an excuse for why they aren't acting with more boldness and more in line with what climate scientists are telling us is that, oh, we're such a small player, right? So what does it really matter what little old Canada does? But of course it does matter, because precisely because we are a major exporter. And I think, my point with that tweet was, look at Justin Trudeau. He's been in power for 5 years. When he came when he became prime minister, there was all of this hope that he was, this great climate leader. He went to Paris, put his hand on his heart, said Canada is back, much as Biden is doing right now. And in comparison to Stephen Harper, it was a huge relief. And yet, we have spent those 5 years, when it comes to the climate file, pretty much fighting about pipelines, about all the different pipelines. And, I think we can all cite these different pipeline battles, but can we cite a major new renewable energy national infrastructure program that he can point to and say, look, this created jobs, this improved quality of life? And the fact that he can't and is still talking about sort of abstract issues around climate pricing, and when it comes to tangible infrastructure, talking about pipelines, is exactly where we should not be 5 years into a government that said it was going to be different. It said it was going to provide climate leadership. It sucks up the oxygen, is one of the ways it affects us, right? And it maintains this false dichotomy that the oil and gas industry is the only way to create jobs. And so long as we don't build the alternatives in the real world in the same way that those pipeline companies are building their vision in the real world and creating real world jobs, we're going to keep losing that argument. And so it does affect us. It does affect the ability to have momentum for climate action, because we're wasting so much time fighting about this old infrastructure that really is not compatible with a 2-degree temperature target, let alone a 1.5-degree temperature target. We're already seeing devastating results, devastating impacts with a warming of 1 degree. So yeah, it does impact us.